Okay, for our Bible review, let's review all the stories. So the first one is the daughter of Pharaoh is the one who found baby Moses in the basket. And the one who's gonna take care of baby Moses is his mother, Jochebed. When Moses reached 12 years old, he will now go to the palace because he's gonna be a king someday. Baby Moses was still in his family. He learned a lot of things, especially about God. He learned how to pray, and he learned also how to love and to obey God. Already 12 years old, it's time for him to go to the palace. In the palace, Moses learned a lot of things also. He learned how to drive chariots. He learned how to become a soldier, and also he learned about the Egyptian laws and rules because he needs to know all of these things because he's gonna be a king someday. Moses was walking, he saw an Egyptian master hitting and hurting an Israelite slave. And Moses got angry of this one. That's why he killed this Egyptian master. And then Pharaoh got angry to Moses because he killed someone. He killed an Egyptian master. So because Pharaoh got angry to Moses, he ran away from Egypt. And he reached the place called Midian. In Midian, he was resting beside the well. While resting there, the girls came, or the ladies, to get some water. After a while, then the men came and they said, "We want to get the water." And then Moses talked to these men. He said, "You should wait. Let the girls first get the water because they are the one here first." And then the girls invited Moses to their house, to Jethro's house, to eat some food. While after a while, Moses stayed in Jethro's house. He learned how to become a shepherd, how to take care of the sheep. Moses married one of the Jethro's daughter. The name of that daughter is Sephora. And then they had two sons, and then they lived happily in Midian. While Moses was taking care of the sheep, he saw a burning bush. And this burning bush is, yes, that's God. And he said, "Moses, I want you to go back to Egypt because I heard the prayer of the Israelite people. They are having a hard time in Egypt. And brother Aaron is on his way, and you're gonna meet him for you, and the two of you will go to Egypt." So Moses followed the command of God. Moses and Aaron reached the Egypt. They first go to Goshen. This place, Goshen, is where the Israelite people live. Okay? Goshen is the place where Israelite people live. He talked to the people here and he said that he will help to let the Israelite people go or to be free. And that is the command of God to him. After talking to the Israelite people, Moses go to the palace and talk to Pharaoh. He said, "I want you to let the Israelite people to be free or to go because that is the command of our God." And Pharaoh said, "Whose God? I don't know that God. I will not let your people go." Because of this, Pharaoh got angry and he said to the Egyptian master to let the Israelite slave to work harder. Okay? Before they are giving the Israelite people a straw to make some bricks, this time they are not given any more straw. They are gonna look for their own straw for their bricks. So, because of this, the Israelite people got angry also to Moses. And they said, Hi Moses, because of you, we need to work double time more. Before it's hard, now it becomes harder. And then Moses prayed to God. He said, why did you send me here? Because of me? Because you sent me here? The people here needs to work a lot harder. And God said, don't worry, I will help the Israelite people. I will first show to the Egyptian people my mighty power. Before God will show his mighty power, Moses visit Pharaoh again. He talked to Pharaoh again. He said, Pharaoh, please let the Israelite people go before God will show you his mighty power. But still, Pharaoh said, no, I will not let your people go. So God showed his mighty power. The first one, the water turns into blood. Pharaoh said, "It's okay. I can drink some wine instead of water." Even though in parts of Egypt the water are all blood, there is a special part in Egypt when the water did not turn into blood, and that one is in Goshen, where all the Israelite people live. Why the water did not turn into blood there? Because the people there loved God. Only those people who did not love and obey God, their water turns into blood. Even the Nile River, it turns into blood. Next, let's go to number 2. Frog. The frogs are everywhere. It's in their bed, in their food. But in Goshen, no frog. So Pharaoh called Moses. Moses, I want you to pray to your God. If these frogs are all gone, then I will let your people go. And then Moses prayed to God, and all the frogs died. But still, Pharaoh said, no, I will not let your people go. And then, number 3. For the number 3, there's lice. Okay? But no lice in Goshen. Number 4, there's flies everywhere. Sometimes there's flies everywhere. But in Goshen, no flies. Next, let's go to number 5. All the animals got sickness, are dying. But the animals in Goshen, they are all healthy and alive. Still, Pharaoh did not let the people go. So, number 6, boils. Okay? All the Egyptian people, they got boils. Number 7, hailstones. Okay? Hailstones. The people who are outside their houses, they are hit by the stones and they are all dead. Next, number 8, locusts on their crops. But in a special place in Egypt, in Goshen, no locusts. All their crops there are healthy. And then the next one, number 9, darkness. Number 9, darkness. Even though it's morning, it's dark in all over Egypt. But in one special place in Goshen, there is light. Next, before the number 10 happened, Moses go back to Pharaoh again. He talked to Pharaoh. He said, Pharaoh, I want you to let the people go because the last one will be the worst one of all. And still, Pharaoh said, no, I will not let your people go. After talking to Pharaoh, Moses went to Goshen. He talked to the Israelite people because in number 10, that's death. Okay? All the eldest child in every family will die. But you will be saved if you will kill a lamb and use that blood and put it in your doorpost. So followed Moses. They killed some lamb and they put the blood of the lamb sa doorpost. so that the angel of death will pass over their houses. If the angel of death did not see any blood on their doorpost, then the eldest child in their family will die. Night came. In the middle of the night, the angel of death passed over their houses. The eldest child in every family that doesn't have blood on their doorpost, all their eldest child died. Even Pharaoh's son, he died. And then Pharaoh called Moses. Okay, he said, Moses, you are now all free. When the Israelite people are already out of Egypt, God sent his glorious protection. These are the pillar of cloud and the pillar of fire. The pillar of cloud, it shows during daytime, and the pillar of fire shows during nighttime. Okay, pillar of cloud during daytime and the pillar of fire during nighttime. So while the Israelite people are resting, they heard some marching. They heard some marching of the soldiers. So they have nowhere to go. At the back of them, the soldiers are coming. In front of them, that's the Red Sea. So they are stuck. And then God told to Moses to lift up your rod and put it into the water. And the water divided into two. And then they crossed that water so they can reach the other side of the sea. And then when all of them are already on the other side of the sea, God told Moses to remove your rod. And then the water go back to its original position. It's not divided anymore. And then the soldiers who are crossing the Red Sea, they are drawn into the sea. So when they are all safe, the Israelite people, they are all safe. They sing some praises to the Lord, and Miriam took out her tambourine, and they are all singing together. And with Moses' story, let's proceed to Isaac. Isaac finds a wife. The parents of Isaac are Abraham and Sarah. And then Abraham told his servant Eliezer to look for a girl or a wife for his son Isaac. God will help you to find a wife for Isaac. And then Eliezer get ready. He brought 10 camels and some gifts for the family of the right girl for Isaac. And then on his way, Eliezer prayed to God, whoever will give me water at the same time, water for my camels, that's the right girl for Isaac. And then Rebecca is passing on that way, and Eliezer asked for water. And then Rebecca said, yes, I will give you some water, and also I will give water to your animals. So Rebecca is the right girl for Isaac. And then Eliezer told everything about Abraham to Rebecca, and Rebecca is so excited to meet Isaac. And then there's a wedding feast in Abraham's place. Let's go back to Joseph's story when he was in the slave market. While Joseph is in the slave market, one of the worker of Pharaoh bought him, and the name of that worker is Potiphar. Potiphar is so happy because Joseph is good in everything he does. That's why he trusted more and more Joseph until one day the wife of Potiphar told a lie about Joseph. That's why Joseph was sent out to prison. Next, let's go to Jonah, the reluctant messenger. God told Noah to go to Nineveh to preach there, but Jonah ran away from God. Instead of going to Nineveh, he ride a boat, and then while he's on the boat, he is sleeping. And then a storm came. So the people are panicking already, and they wake up Jonah. And then they throw lots who's gonna be thrown out into the sea. And they picked Jonah. And then Jonah said, yes, my God is angry to me because I am running away from him. And they throw Jonah into the sea, and Jonah was swallowed by a big fish. He stayed inside the fish for 3 days. And then Jonah wants to follow God already. So the fish bring him to Nineveh. Now let's go to Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus was a wee little man was he. Zacchaeus was a rich man. Zacchaeus lives in Jericho. The work of Zacchaeus is to collect taxes. He cheated and kept money for himself, and not for others, but for himself. Zacchaeus cannot see Jesus because he was too short. Zacchaeus was not able to see Jesus because he was too short. And then, because he's too short, he climbed up into a sycamore tree. And then Jesus told Zacchaeus, Zacchaeus, you come down, for I'm going to your house today. For I'm going to your house today. And then Zacchaeus promised to give to the poor half of his money. 1/2 of his money. Go to the wise man and the foolish man. The wise man built his house up on the hill, dun sa rock, while the foolish man built his house in the valley near the river. Verses, okay? Memory verses. Please memorize this one. I will, for the exam, all the memory verses are there. You just you will just write the verse. Okay, for example, it's here, he that is slow to anger is better than the mighty. Where can we find that one? So let's memorize. He that is slow okay. Let's proceed to the memory verses. Please memorize all the memory verses. Okay, let's go to number 1. He that is slow, ready, go. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty. Proverbs 16:32. Please memorize that one. Let's say, be still. 1, 2, ready, go. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. Very good. Let's go. The eternal God. 1, 2, ready, go. The eternal God is thy refuge. Deuteronomy 33:27. Call upon me. 1, let's recite together. 1, 2, ready, go. Call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver you and you will honor me. Psalm 50:15. Next, I will sing to the Lord. Ready, go. I will sing to the Lord. The horse and his rider he has thrown into the sea. Exodus 15:1. Before they call, 1, 2, ready, go. Before they call, I will answer. And while they are yet speaking, I will hear. Isaiah 65:24. He that is faithful, 1, 2, ready, go. He that is faithful in that which is less is faithful also in much. Luke 16:10. Let's go to the last one. For the Son of Man, ready and go. For the Son of Man is come to seek and to save that which was lost. Luke 19:10. Luke 19:10. 10. So that's all. Next is you need to memorize the order of the 10 plagues. Let's repeat. Number 1, water turns into blood. Number 2, froth. Number 3, lice. Number 4, flies. Number 5, sickness or disease of the animals. 6, boils. 7, hails. 8, locusts. 9, darkness. And the number 10 is death. Please memorize that one because it's included also in our exam. Thank you.